Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll... So the Florida State Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Looking left. Makes a catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Jackson gonna throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent.
The expressway is wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Right back to the well. Sweet feet on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. Jackson will throw. Gets it out quickly. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Direct snap. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Jackson going to throw it. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty... Terrific return.
And this is obviously not a... This quarterback here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, no! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A doff of the fedora, a hat trick, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Get it out on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Jackson will throw. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Touchdown, Florida State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
LSU 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Gibson. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback side, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
28, LSU 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 6.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
LSU 7.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's caught downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. keeping it on the ground to open the second half. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not an...
Good
performance. And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down. Offense set on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that pass picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his man. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll try to pop the draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The sure hands, it's McCoy. It's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. And they were champions. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Jackson gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Connection to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Wants to throw on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. LSU right back to the line. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They want to just keep throwing it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That's reeled in. It's Hill.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. He's loose. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Jackson will throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 56, LSU 38.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. LSU quick to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? And he'll be brought down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Noles! And the the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
He lofts one down the sideline. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.